11 Alive Morning News starts now.
Tropical Storm Helene expected to intensify as it moves into the Gulf today. Then it sets its sight on North Georgia. What are the impacts around here? We'll let you know in the full forecast straight ahead.
I don't think there's anywhere in the state that's not going to experience some type of impact.
Preparing this morning for Helene, the resources and response teams being diverted as the storm quickly approaches.
Plus, keeping you and your home safe, the steps the director of GEMA
is to stay safe and have a plan and communicate those plans to friends and family.
Plus, keeping you and your home safe, the steps the director of GEMA and the Red Cross say you can take now ahead of Helene's arrival. Right now, our weather impact team is working around the clock to keep a close eye on Tropical Storm Helene. Here is a look on your left. That is Clearwater, Florida this morning, and on the Gulf Coast near Tampa. And we are getting a look at Pensacola there to your right along the Florida Panhandle, courtesy of EarthCam. Right now, the waves seem to be pretty calm out there, but we know this is all coming ahead of a dangerous storm surge that has already been forecasted. This all comes as the entire state of Georgia now under that state of emergency this morning. And as we brace for our own impacts from Helene, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp made the announcement on Tuesday. Well, good morning, everybody. Glad you are here with us. I'm Aisha Howard.
And I'm Ariana Manise in for Cheryl Preheim. Thank you for waking up with us and watching us on 11 Alive Plus.
Our big story this morning, Helene, the storm is expected to have a really big impact on Georgia and Metro Atlanta. You heard the governor say there, I don't think anybody is not going to feel this.
Yeah, I think the entire state, especially rain. Rain is going to be big for us. A lot of that heavy rain coming in. The wind, if it stays on the current path, will be mainly over toward the east. Now, we'll get some gusty winds around here, enough that could knock down some trees, which could lead to power outages for our area. So a lot to talk about. The storm itself is still way, way down to the south and getting stronger. 11 Live weather impact alerts for tonight going into Thursday. We're talking about Tropical Storm Helene right now, but expected to strengthen to a hurricane later this afternoon as it begins to move into the Gulf. The impacts for us will be heavy rain, which will lead to some flooding in some spots. Of course, strong winds will be possible as well as that storm pushes through the area. And of course, a severe storm risk is certainly possible as well. Right now, those winds up to 60 miles per hour. The storm itself still in the Western Caribbean. Hasn't moved into the Gulf as of yet, but it is forecast to move into the Gulf. Category 1 hurricane later on today, but could make landfall as a Category 3 hurricane right along the Panhandle of Florida here by the Big Bend area. We'll be watching for that to take place by Thursday evening. And that's where we can start to see some of the effects from the storm, especially over into South Georgia, and then making its way further off to the north. Now, as it makes landfall, it will start to weaken. We're not talking about hurricane force winds around here, but certainly we could experience tropical storm force winds up to about 40 miles per hour, gusts a little bit higher than that, maybe up to 50, 60 miles per hour, especially for our eastern counties as the storm begins to push through. Here we are by Friday morning, that storm will be with us. So we're expecting some steady rain to be in our area at least tonight, right on through Thursday and into Friday morning. The storm continues to push further off to the north, and then that's when things will begin to settle down for us. So at least the weekend will be nice, but maybe we'll have to get out and do some cleanup. Right now, if you're getting ready to leave the house, notice that we do have a few showers out there. A couple of thunderstorms just off to the west of the city as well. You can see some of those thunderstorms, again, just over toward the Paulding County area right now. Just a few lightning strikes, some of that weakening as it continues to push right on through. We're watching that right now over toward the Dallas area, almost down into Carrollton. You still have some wet weather further down to the south as well. A few scattered showers up here to the north. We'll see this off and on, but we'll start to become more widespread later on tonight as a front gets closer to our area. Temperatures in the 70s right now, and I think that's where we're going to stay for much of the day, thanks to the clouds and the rain. Notice how the rain becomes a little bit more widespread once we get toward the latter afternoon, so 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You're talking about heavy rain coming down, a few embedded thunderstorms around as well, could pack some gusty winds. This is all ahead of the storm that's going to come through and bring in those gusty winds and the heavy rain. So you're looking at temperatures in the 70s for today. I think we'll hit our high temperature right around 1 or 2 o'clock of about 78 or 79 degrees, and then watch that temperature fall down as the rain becomes more widespread.